what I'm feeling, my heart is true.
Come on, that's now.
Charis.
I didn't even know.
It's okay.
Hey.
Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Get Wedding Ready with me, Wura Manola. Today I've got a very special guest, in fact, the baddest bridal hairstylist in the UK. She's amazing, she's talented, she specializes in bridal hair, she slays wigs, she has her own accessories line, and on top of that, she teaches. She's the master of hair. So I have on my channel today none other than Tola of Charis Hair. So, do you want to just quickly introduce yourself to the viewers?
My name is Tola Olayanju, and I am the senior hairstylist or the creative director for Charis Hair.
So before we start, let's just get this out there. Is it Charis or is it Charis? Or is it Charis?
It's Charis, like you'd say charisma, well, charisma or charismatic.
Yes.
So it's not Charis, and it is not Chris.
Okay, so thank you so much for coming on my channel today. Today we're going to talk to you about how she achieved this look. We're also going to answer all the questions that you have sent in, for her on how to choose your bridal hair look, how she gets those really technical curls, those amazing masterpieces you see all over the internet, and also when to book your hairstylist, what kind of weaves or wigs or natural hair we can use to achieve the perfect bridal look. And before we finish, she's going to give you her top advice for brides out there. So let's get straight into it. So what is the story behind Charis Hair? How did you start Charis Hair and why?
Okay, so Charis, first of all, stands for grace in Greek. And if you're a Christian or if you're any religious believer, grace means being able to do what you're not qualified to do or things that you don't deserve but you actually get. And so I feel like I have been blessed with a gift that I did not work for and that I basically did not really deserve. And I started Charis Hair because every door was shut against me. I'm a qualified mental health nurse.
Yeah.
But I worked for a year and I was made redundant, and I was like, all right then, redundancy, what do we do? So God then made a way, not out of the blue, if that makes sense, because I've already been doing hair, do you understand? So it was just that point where I was made redundant, like God just shut the door to say, I think it's time for you to do your own thing. So that was what happened really. That's why I started, because I needed to survive.
Okay. And moving on, so how many brides would you say you've worked with now?
Ooh, okay. I mean, I work pretty much every weekend of the years. I started Charis Hair 3 years ago, so pretty much, well, the first year wasn't that busy. I'd say maybe 30 brides or so.
That's an achievement for some people. Just 30 brides?
So yeah, I have done quite a bit. I can't say off the top of my head, but it's been,
I mean, if you've done 30 in your first year and you're now 3 years, I guess we can all do that math. So
yeah.
So what inspires you before you create a masterpiece?
What inspires me? It's quite a tough question, to be fair, because I tend to imagine things a lot. Okay. So I imagine and I create. So you're very creative. So sometimes I'm like, I feel like creating a bouquet. Like my last photo shoot, I felt like I wanted, a bouquet of roses, and I was like, I should be able to do that with hair, if that makes sense. So sometimes I'm like, I want to go for something sleek, and most times it's usually spur of the moment. I just go along and I just flow with what the hair tells me to do.
Yeah.
So if the hair is flowing to the side, I'm like, all right, then we go to that side.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. So I don't particularly have anything that I can grab onto to say that inspires me. Well, I mean, apart from people that I do look up to in the industry, I do have a few people in Russia and Dubai. Those are kind of like, you know, hair artists. Like when you see what they do, they create also. They could create like a basket of food.
Yeah. Wow.
Hair. I'm like,
yeah.
What's going on here?
Yeah.
So I'm like, if they could create a basket of food, trust me, I can certainly create like a hat.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So yeah, that I can say on the side that kind of inspires me.
Okay. I love this question. Do you remember the look that put you on the scene? Like the look that got everyone reposting and put Charis Hair on the scene?
I've had a lot, to be honest.
Okay.
The first one that went viral was when I was made redundant. Literally like 2 weeks into my redundancy stage, I did a photo shoot and I was hoping to break into the London market because I'm not from London, I'm from Birmingham. So it was like, okay, let's just try and break into the market. We don't know anyone, we certainly don't know anyone, but let's just do this. So I teamed up with a makeup artist in Manchester and we did a shoot together, and I just decided, I went to the shoot, and as usual, I didn't know what I was thinking. I just thought, I'm just going to create. I'm just going to flow with the hair. Whatever the hair tells me to do, I just flow, if that makes sense. Yeah, I basically did that. And the hair was like it's a bun, it's a simple bun. Yeah. And it has a sweep on the side, and it falls on the bun.
And does it go around the bun?
Yes.
I remember that look. Wow.
Everyone's done that bun. Like everybody has been inspired, you know.
Yes.
By the grace of God, because at the end of the day, like, you know, it's God. So it was a situation where everybody was reposting that image, and that was what put me out there. And Olayanju reposted it. Thank you, Olayanju. Thank you so much. Yeah, so they reposted it and they said, oh, there's a new girl on the block. She's a stylist. And I was like, oh, okay. This was 3 years ago when I started. And so that hair went everywhere. Yeah. Everybody did it. Every hairstylist has, pretty much every hairstylist has done it.
So what would you say is the most complicated part of styling bridal hair?
I mean, what I would say is prepping the hair. So behind every masterpiece is always the prepping. Yeah. Like you have to know how to section the hair. So say for example, someone could be like, I want this hairstyle. And I'm like, oof, I've never done this before, God. Yeah. So now I have to then go behind, like you're looking into the books and you're thinking, how was this achieved? How do I section this hair? How was this hair sectioned? Yeah. Was it do 2 sections or 3 sections? Yeah. Do you understand? Because sometimes if you're supposed to do 3 sections and you do 4, it's gonna mess up the hair. So you have to really know the math of hairstyle. Yeah.
Well, now we're going to move on to this look. So, can you talk me through this look?
Okay, so this look is more like body waves. I wanted to create something that's very subtle, quite effortless, not too much fuss, easy, quick as well. Yeah. It can be quite glamorous. It's also time effective. You don't have to be there for an hour. So it does require a lot of skills because you're not curling the hair the normal way. Yeah. You have to curl it in a certain direction, and then you also have to curl it with certain pressure, applying pressure on the tongue. You also have to use a certain tongue size. You also have to use a type of tongue. Ooh, so I just wanted to create something very effortless for you, very pretty, you know, and then the hair color as well, complementing your skin tone. Yeah. As well.
Okay. And this look as well, I think is really good for reception. Yeah. So I think you're giving me reception vibes here. And then so a bride dancing and moving and everything with this hair, like will the curls stay the way you've made them, or will they fall flat at the end of the day?
I mean, you know, natural light gravity will make it drop. That's just natural. In as much as you'd like it to stay for so long, you can make it stay for maybe 6-7 hours. Yeah. But you know, naturally it'll start to drop. It's not going to end up looking straight, like bone straight. No, it's just going to lose the effect. So if it started as a tight curl, it would automatically become quite loose as you go by. And then also water automatically straightens the hair. You can use it for a reception look, but don't expect that the curls will last hours.
I mean, the pictures are the most important part. So once you've taken the pictures, you can
That's
then dirty wine, you know? So what dress and accessories would you say would go with this look, in your opinion?
I mean, I would say something that is off the neck. I wouldn't advise anyone with turtleneck or any kind of high-rise neck top, if that makes sense, because it's going to really clash. Also, if you're wearing necklace will automatically snag the hair, and you're just going to be there like this. Help me out, if that makes sense.
Yes.
So also, if you're wearing earrings, there's some earrings that are metal based,
yes,
and they have like really tangly beads coming out here and there. I wouldn't advise this kind of hair.
Okay.
I'd say, you know, more like hair off the face kind of look.
Okay. All right. And dress-wise?
Dress-wise, I mean, like I said, no turtleneck. I wouldn't say turtleneck.
Yeah.
Also, if your neckline is really busy and it has a lot of detailing, because dresses nowadays, people are going for details. So I'd say something, if it's simple, you can easily get away with this. And everything really that matters is the neckline, not the body. Okay. With the body, you can flow. If it's fitted, A-line, ballroom.
Yes.
So,
okay, that's good. And accessories-wise, would you advise a crown with this, or a side comb, or one of those headpieces?
Ooh, I like headpieces.
Kind of like what Kim Kardashian had.
Yeah, you can.
Her first marriage, though.
I mean, what I'd say is, with hairstyles, people are being different now. People are stepping outside the boxes. I could say a crown or a tiara wouldn't look nice, but someone could just pull it off and I'd be like, oh, okay. All right then. Yeah. But I mean, ideally, I'd say, you know, the front or hairpiece would be really nice, or you could have just like a side comb like we've done on you now. So just something really nice and simple, nothing over the top, because already your hair is dangling. You don't want to look like a drag queen. You want to keep it simple and sophisticated. So.
Okay, nice. So moving on, what we're going to talk about now is bridal hair. So, wig or weaves?
Ooh.
Because everyone is in this wig phase. So with bridal hair, which is better for styling, wigs or weaves?
Okay. If I'm going by the rules of styling, it's always weaves. And the reason is because with wigs, the wig caps, they're made of material, like clothing material. And pins cannot go through your top on my suit jacket. It's not going to go through because it's a material. So with wig caps, you're there literally struggling with pins. You're like, please go in. Yeah. Please go in, do you understand? So wigs are basically not durable for that. Yeah. Because you can't put pins, and if you can't put pins through your hair roots, it's not going to stay. The hair's going to fall off. Yeah. So what you're going to get is like, by the time you're walking into the ceremony, hair is starting to fall off. Oh, wow. Yeah. So what I tend to do now, you know, evolving with time, because time is now having that you should be wearing wigs. Yeah. So what I do is that with my wigs, I use a particular wig cap that would let the pin go through. So if a bride comes down and says, oh no, my hair's natural, I don't have good hairline, I have alopecia, I'm like, okay, don't worry, you can wear a wig, we'll sort that out for you.
Let's speak on alopecia.
Alopecia.
Let's speak on that. What was that?
Alopecia is a medical word, hair loss. When some people might have like patches of hair loss on one side, or it could be this side. It can be from mild to severe. Okay. So it could even just be just on the by the hairline, and some people could be like half of the hair. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Peruvian, Brazilian, Indian, Malaysian, Mongolian. I can go on. Which hair texture is best for styling bridal hair? Okay, for styling, I always say no Peruvian, no. Peruvian is too sleek. I have so many reasons, because I've done this through trial and error. Yes. You see, so through these years, I've built my own way of doing things, and I have reasons behind it. Yes. Peruvian is too sleek. It's not going to hold curls. Your curl is just going to go. It's not going to hold. You know what? This is Peruvian. Ooh. And that's why when you were going through the curls, you were, and I noticed it as well. Yeah. Interesting. But then what also helped your hair is because it's been colored. Now, when you color hair, automatically the hair becomes a little bit coarse. So that helped all the curls a little bit. Yes. If it wasn't colored, your hair would be straight right now. It would be like shh, if that makes sense. Okay. So sometimes when you color it, it brings a bit of the coarseness. Yes. If you have Peruvian hair, there are always things you can do to this. You know, when there's a will, there's a way. Absolutely. If I have a Peruvian client, I'm just going to mousse it, give the hair texture, just so that it can give me a bit of hold to the hair.
So if brides are looking for hair to, you know, get for their weddings, what hair would you recommend?
I would recommend Cambodian or Malaysian.
Interesting, not Brazilian at all.
No, Brazilian is too coarse as well, and they have like split ends.
Yeah.
Like the hair is actually not so long to the tip of the hair.
Yeah.
So what you get is that when you're styling the hair,
Yes.
you get like uneven ends coming out of the bun. And then you're then trying to spray the bun
and
so much,
smooth it.
and then the hair becomes really flaky.
Yes.
And you see white patches.
Interesting. So ladies, Cambodian or
Malaysian.
Malaysian, you got it.
Yeah.
Okay, updo versus don't do.
Ooh.